Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health, talking today and every day about the unheralded benefits of science-based, clinically verified naturopathic medicine, which apparently less and less naturopathic doctors are being trained in. More's the pity. Let's say you had scurvy. Scurvy is a nasty disease. Your skin gets lesions in it, big ulcers, your bones start to dissolve. It's a bad, slow, painful, nasty death. And it's caused by a deficiency in vitamin C, C like Charlie. So let's say you had scurvy and you went to an MD, or a naturopathic doctor, or a homeopathic doctor, or a traditional Chinese medical doctor. Well, let's leave those guys out because they would probably know how to fix this. So you go to the physician, but the physician doesn't know that you have scurvy, right? But they know that you have problems, right? They see that your bones are in trouble, your joints are in trouble, your skin's in trouble. They do blood work, and your numbers are through the roof. Your inflammatory markers are through the roof. Your liver enzymes are elevated. So they assemble a therapeutic program, the intention of which is to manage the symptoms that you're experiencing, right? So the medical doctor will give you anti-inflammatories, more anti-inflammatories, pain meds, and maybe an immune suppressive medication as well. I mean, why not? So none of these things get to the root cause of what caused the illness in the first place, the fact that you had a vitamin C deficiency, right? If the naturopathic physician didn't know that this was scurvy, and they recommended you do a fast or colonic hydrotherapy or a couple of herbs or some type of naturopathic hydrotherapy cleansing, right? You wouldn't get better, because they also are missing the mark. It was a vitamin C deficiency. You've got all these nasty, very strong, persistent symptoms, and your blood work is all messed up. X-rays show damage. CT scan shows infiltrating damage, right? Everybody agrees that you're in trouble, but the therapeutics that everybody is employing are insufficient to the cause. All that you need to do in this case is deliver vitamin C in sufficient amounts. It wouldn't hurt if you also delivered the other 89 essential nutrients that the vitamin C needs in order to be metabolized properly by the human body. So when you do this appropriately, the illness goes away. Scurvy goes away. It disappears. The skin gets better. The bones get better. The joints get better. Everything improves because it was a vitamin C deficiency. You needed to provide the right therapeutic. Now, this, of course, is a simile for what happens when you bring your body to the office of a doctor, right? A medical doctor. They have no earthly idea whatsoever as to the operative cause of your condition. They know that you have a condition, and they're relatively good at being able to do a differential diagnosis and figure out what to call your condition so that everybody agrees, right? This is osteoarthritis, this is traumatic arthritis, this is infectious arthritis, this is rheumatoid arthritis, whatever. But nobody knows what causes the condition. They do not know what causes the condition. So if they don't know what causes the condition, how can they possibly be effective in curing the condition? They can't. They do not cure chronic disease. Your medical doctor does not cure chronic disease. And if you go to a homeopathic physician or a naturopathic physician or an herbalist who did not know the operative cause, the fundamental foundation of the disease, they also would be ineffective in helping you to secure a positive outcome, in helping you to cure the illness. A cure would remain elusive. And this is what happens inside of the medical industry. But the MDs, inside of MD land, it is so bad, right? Hundreds of thousands of medical doctors, all espousing the same outdated philosophical understanding of the relationship between the human body and disease. So when 1,000 naturopathic doctors, or when 1,000 MDs get together, they do all of this research. the intention of which is not to figure out what's causing the illness, because they have thrown the baby out with their bathwater in their philosophical understanding of how the human body works. They do not understand that a human body who's in a state of health doesn't have arthritis. A human body that's in a state of health doesn't have type 2 diabetes. A human body that's in a state of health doesn't have a chronic illness. They are unable to wrap their head around this simple foundation of naturopathic medicine. And apparently a lot of naturopathic doctors are unable to do this also. So what do? Right? Well, they struggle along the particular lines of thought that they were taught in school because they have intellectual cowardice. And they're basing their understanding of what's going on in the human body on the supposition that these things are incurable. You can't cure these illnesses. You can't cure these things. So the best possible outcome is to suppress and manage, suppress and manage, suppress and manage. So if we have a patient with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and we knock down the big bad voodoo daddy inflammation with methotrexate and prednisone, we knock down the big bad voodoo daddy inflammation with methotrexate and prednisone, and we manage the child's symptoms from their point of view, from the MD's point of view. If the child has 2 flare-ups a year, you're way ahead of the game, because of course you can't cure these things until, of course, we understand the root cause of the illness, which of course must be genetic, right? So the MDs become comfortable inside of their mediocre therapeutics because they don't know any better. And they're so arrogant, and the profession is so filled with hubris and, quite frankly, intellectual cowardice, that they are completely unable to entertain the notion that their position, their understanding of what's going on here may be wrong. They cannot bring themselves to the conclusion that their understanding of how the human body works is wrong and it should be abandoned. Too much cognitive dissonance there. It can't be their fault, right? So what do? They march ahead unapologetically, sleep very soundly at night, unconflicted in their delivery of substandard medicine that doesn't cure the condition. This becomes the new normal. Can't cure disease, you just have to manage it. So manage it with drugs, and then apparently, if you're a naturopathic physician, subsume the side effects of the drugs with naturopathic therapeutics, vitamins and herbs and natural, quote-unquote, therapeutics, and that's the best possible thing that you can do. This is the new frontier of integrative medicine, and it is a fool's errand, because just like the physician who does not understand what causes scurvy, if you do not understand the operative cause of the disease, you will not be able to effect a cure. You will not even be able to get into the ballgame of a cure. You'll not even be able to come close to a cure, and that's what happens. So, arthritis is uncurable. Rheumatoid arthritis is uncurable. Type 2 diabetes is uncurable. You can't cure these things. You can manage them, right? And that's what everybody gets comfortable with. And this is a problem, a big problem. Because, again, it becomes reality by consensus, right? So back in the day, all the medical doctors got around and everybody agreed that the way to cure disease was to bleed people, to bleed the bad humors out of people, because everybody knew that the scientific thought of the day was that disease is caused by bad humors in the body, bad humors which have accumulated in the blood, and you have to purge the humors from the body by bleeding people. Right? So they use the lancet to open up an artery, open up a vein, bleed people. So that therapy, of course, didn't work. It was abandoned. After about 150 years, they were bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And that was the standard of care. And everybody agreed that that was the correct thing to do, even though it produced really bad results. So they throw that therapeutic aside, and then they sidle up on the side of calomel and high doses of mercury to purge people, right? So we're not going to bleed them, we're going to purge them. We're going to give them diarrhea and make them throw up. Large doses of calomel, large doses of mercury, that's what you need in order to cure yourself. You need to purge the bad stuff from inside the body. Of course, that therapeutic didn't work. But that was the standard of care, and that was what the most intellectually astute people in the world all agreed was the way that it was. And even though they were wrong, even though they harmed people, everybody gave them a pass because they're the MDs. And for some reason, we have it culturally ingrained into our noggins that whatever the MD says is so, and don't question the MD. Do not question the MD. Oh, no, don't do that. And so then we discovered microbes, and then antibiotics, and then antibiotics were all the rage, and then medicine went down this wild goose path of finding a drug to treat the disease, right? So if penicillin can cure pneumonia, then we must be able to find a drug to cure arthritis, a drug to cure type 2 diabetes, a drug to cure whatever, right? This is how that therapeutic trend kind of started. And then, of course, it's supported by the pharmaceutical companies because it's good for them. Because, right, if you develop a therapy that's ineffective, does not cure the condition, but helps a little bit, you're going to sell massive amounts of the drug, right? Right. So this now has become the wild goose chase, and now we're seeing a remarkable rise in antibiotic-resistant bacterial infections. Because when it comes right down to it, it's not so much the bug as it is the environment of the body. And if you clean the environment of the body up correctly, the disease goes away. And there are better ways to treat microbial infections than with the antibiotics that they roll out. But that train is going to have to go off the cliff in order for people to change, in order for the powers to be that change. And so we go from one bad medical theory to the next, one bad medical theory to the next, and we suffer needlessly. Stick around, folks. More on this when we come back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sam Nussbaum with the Anthem Foundation. Premature birth is the leading cause of death of babies and disabilities for children. That's why we support the March of Dimes to help mothers have full-term pregnancies and healthy babies. Join us in supporting cutting-edge research, treatment and outreach to help moms during their pregnancy and give every baby a healthy start in life. Learn how you can help at marchofdimes.org.
Attention, all men. Are you urinating more frequently? Do you wake up to urinate? Are you having a slower, weaker stream? Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Super Beta Prostate is guaranteed to support a more complete emptying of your bladder, a fuller, stronger stream, and less waking at night to urinate.
Super Beta Prostate is a product that I really like. I endorse it. I use it myself. I was very pleasantly surprised that Super Beta Prostate helped me fairly quickly.
Super Beta Prostate is formulated with a natural plant enzyme called beta-cytosterol. It's so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto pills to get the same sterols as just one Super Beta Prostate tablet. Don't ignore the warning signs of your aging prostate. Call now to get your free bottle of Super Beta Prostate. Call 1-800-853-1203. That's 1-800-853-1203. 800-853-1203.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Owe $10,000 or more to the IRS?
Get on board with the Tax Admiral. Don't pick on the IRS alone. I'll cut penalties and reduce your overall tax bill. Sometimes I can even get it zeroed out completely.
We're an A-rated company helping people clean up their mess with the IRS.
If you owe $10,000 or more, then call the Tax Admiral.
Call 800-287-7180. Again, that's 800-287-7180. 800-287-7180.
What would your life be like if you woke up each morning with new vitality, feeling better than you have in years, and you noticed a difference in your sleeping patterns, blood sugar levels, and had a sense of well-being overall? There's something that is changing thousands of people's lives, and you could be one of them. It's called Heart and Body Extract. Sharon Harris, co-creator of Heart and Body Extract, talks about the positive effects of Heart and Body Extract.
What happens with the formula Heart and Body Extract is it's giving the body the necessary vitamins, minerals, amino acids, enzymes, and phytonutrients so the body will heal itself. And yes, the body does have the ability to balance blood pressure, balance cholesterol, clean and unclog the arteries. It can also work on balancing the circulation for diabetics. So the body is an amazing thing. It simply needs some help so it has the tools to heal itself.
Heart and Body Extract gets results. To order your 2-month supply, call now, toll free at 866-295-5305. Order online at hbextract.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Check out the website, glidden.healthcare. Educate yourself about real, effective, science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Simple stuff, real simple stuff that you can do to get your body into the game of healing, because your medical doctor is unequipped for it. They just are, right? So it's all these bad therapies, all these bad ideas that are rolled out over the centuries. The latest one is the notion of autoimmunity and genetics, right? The medical doctors, you have to put yourself in the medical doctor's shoes, because they're not immune to the statistics. They're aware of the statistics. They know that chronic diseases are rising. They know that they've dropped the ball. They know that their therapeutics don't work. They know that the only possible thing they can do is manage the illness. They know that they are not doing a good job. Right? Chronic disease is on the rise. Alzheimer's on the rise. Autism on the rise. Everything's on the rise, while they have been in exclusive control of the medical marketplace. They know this. So instead of revisiting their fundamental foundation philosophy, which is allopathic reductionism, they can't do that. Too much cognitive dissonance there. They're rolling out a new theory. It can't be the doctor's fault, right? Your chronic illness, the progression of your chronic illness, can't be the fault of the medical doctor. Their lack of understanding of how the body works, it has to be your fault. You're sick because you have a bad gene. That's it now, folks. It's all genetic, right? And autoimmunity, right? You woke up on Monday morning and your body just all of a sudden decided to attack itself and digest itself and eat itself up from the inside. Yeah, that's what's happening. So, because this is a self-policing, self-regulating, cowardly profession, and too much cognitive dissonance exists for the trained MD to give up their particular philosophical ideation, ridiculous notions like this will persist, and perhaps the most ridiculous of all of these now is the notion of integrative medicine. So, and this is going both ways, right? So medical doctors now are taking weekend courses with Dr. Andrew Weil, Harvard-trained, whatever, MD, nincompoop, who thinks he has an understanding of holistic medicine because he took LSD in the 60s. They're taking courses with him, and the Integrative Medical Foundation, IMF, founded by Jeffrey Bland, PhD, the graduate student of Linus Pauling, the last graduate student that Linus Pauling oversaw. And they're trying to understand how to use naturopathic therapeutics, vitamins and herbs and nutritional supplements, homeopathic medicine and naturopathic healing techniques to negate the negative side effects of the drugs that they use, to marry the two together, right? They're not going to revisit their foundation fundamental philosophy on how the body works. They can't do that. They know that it's not working, so they're putting time and money and energy into genetic research now, and a handful of them are leaning on the naturopaths to tell them how to use naturopathic therapeutics to knock down the side effects of the drugs so they can use more drugs. And now the naturopaths who are allowed to prescribe drugs now, I think in 6 different states in the United States, are doing the same thing. This integrative medicine nonsense. It completely misses the mark. The mark is that there is a gigantic gap between the philosophical understanding of health and disease in the holistic camp and the philosophical understanding of health and disease in the reductionistic camp. Reductionistic medical philosophy is good for trauma, for surgery when it's necessary. Holistic medical philosophy is good for everything else, and you cannot marry the two. There is no integration here. There is none. So in a perfect world, there would be just as many holistic physicians in the world who were trained in schools that actually taught pragmatic holistic medicine. But this is not the case, and we stumble, and it's a problem. And this is why longevity is so very much important, so vitally important. Longevity could effectively save the naturopaths from themselves, because in 27 years of clinical work, the therapeutics that produce the most effective, remarkable, consistent results are those developed by the founder of longevity, my mentor, colleague, and friend, Dr. Joel Wallach. We're going to dial that in when we come back and then go to Toronto and talk to Kathy. So here's the deal, right? This is a big problem, ladies and gentlemen, because, and this is going to sound like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of arrogance, but it's not, right? No brag, just fact. No brag, just fact. I've been doing this for 27 years clinically, and I got good results. I got great results before I met Dr. Wallach. No kidding. One of my most remarkable cures was with reflex sympathetic dystrophy in a little 9-year-old girl. I cured it in 3 days. It was one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen. She'd been treated at a children's hospital in Boston for 2 or 3 years, and completely ineffectively. They were just hurting the kid. I cured it in 3 days. When she went back to Children's Hospital in Boston, she was, every time she went, because she was such a remarkable case, unique case, she was seen by like 12 doctors, right? Because it's a teaching hospital. And she comes back after they've been seeing her for 2 years, not helping her at all, and she's cured. And they do the exam, they do the blood work, they ask her questions, she's cured. She had reflex sympathetic dystrophy before, and now she doesn't. It's gone. And they, of course, the doctors incredulously said, "What did you do?" And the mother said, "Well, we went to a naturopathic doctor, and he treated her with homeopathic medicine." 11 of the 12 doctors got up and left the room. Not one of them called me to find out what I'd done. One doctor from Israel wanted to know the name of the homeopathic medicine that I used, but not even he called me. Now, you think that, you know, if I'd been an MD and fixed it with a drug, they all would have gotten into a bus and driven down to my office, which was 2.5 hours away. It wasn't like I lived in another state, right? And they would have banged on my door and demanded to know what I did, right? Because they'd been treating it for 2.5 years. And aren't they supposed to cure things? I mean, isn't that their charge? But too much cognitive dissonance. I'm telling you, if the medical doctor sees a cure there that was delivered by a holistic physician, they're going to think that it was a misdiagnosis, or that you're just making it up, that you're fudging the numbers, that it's a lie. This is how they think, and it's just remarkable to me that they even have a flippin' job. But, right, it's like the Nazis. They all get together, they all do bad stuff, and they all have each other's backs, and because they're all doing bad stuff, it becomes reality by consensus. It's the normal, right? It's what you do. And nobody's going to question it. Nobody's going to step out of line. And when the doctors that do question it do step out of line, they'll get shot, or they have their license yanked. That's a problem. So, but I digress. In 27 years of clinical experience, I'm here to tell you that since I've been working with Dr. Wallach, the founder of the Longevity Corporation, the things that I've seen people recover from have eclipsed anything that I saw before. And I got great results before. The results that I'm seeing the things I've seen people recover from following Dr. Wallach's methodology, I didn't think you could do that. Longevity is, interestingly enough, the current manifestation of authentic, pragmatic, science-based, clinically verified naturopathic medicine, which is no longer being taught in naturopathic medical schools. Now, in all fairness to the five different naturopathic medical schools that are now in North America, I would have to visit each of the schools, look at their curricula, and talk to the students and figure out, which schools are doing a good job with naturopathic philosophy and training and which aren't. And I haven't done that. But I'm telling you that the trend now inside of the profession is more and more and more and more towards this green allopathic weird hybridization of integrative medicine, the marriage of herbs and vitamins with reductionism, and it is nonsense. So the moral to this story is, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're up against it and you've been let down, either by your MD or your naturopathic doctor or your traditional Chinese doctor or your homeopath, you've done that stuff and it didn't work, then you need to come and see us. And interestingly enough, ironically enough, paradoxically enough, most people struggling with a chronic illness like rheumatoid arthritis don't need a private appointment. They don't. You need generic foundation boilerplate medical nutrition, because this is our fundamental process through and through. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's elegant, and it's effective. The human body knows how to fix itself. The human body wants to fix itself. The human body is trying to fix itself every day. So we encourage people to stop eating food that's coming up the works. 12 bad foods. You can download that list, watch a video on my website for free. Stop eating the 12 bad foods and nutrify your body every day. Give your body everything that it needs to fix itself. The problem is that most naturopathic doctors don't know what that is. They don't know how to do that. So if you're up against a chronic health condition, then nutrify your body appropriately. Find out how to do that. And I do a really good job of educating people about how to do that on my website. It's called the Dr. Glidden Advocate. It's a subscription service at $20 a month. Cancel at any time, $20 a month. You will have access to information that will tell you what to do to support and promote your body's ability to optimize its structure and function. I line it right up for you. I tell you what I've seen, what Dr. Wallach's seen, what we've seen that works. Tell you what to do. Try it on. See for yourself. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. I think I must have been vaccinated with a phonograph needle. I'm talking and talking and talking today. Let's let somebody else talk for a while. How about Kathy in Toronto? Hey, Kathy. Thanks for hanging out. You are live. Welcome aboard.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. How can I help?
Well, about 3 months ago, I've been diagnosed with pulmonary arterial hypertension.
Yeah.
So I am starting to take the Healthy Heart Brain Pack.
Yeah.
And on top of it, because I saw you on the YouTube, so you recommended like circulatory support.
Okay.
And so my question is, because I'm taking, actually I'm on medication as well, so I'm taking Cialis, and I'm taking Optimist. That's the ones the doctors prescribed for me.
So they gave you Cialis.
They gave me Cialis and Optimist.
Okay, so Cialis is for erectile dysfunction, is it not?
Yeah, and I don't really want to take them. I'm taking them just now because I just found you, so I'm starting to kind of do both.
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand. But the point that I'm trying to make here and that I want the listening audience to understand is that what's happening to Kathy in Toronto is something called off-label prescribing, right? So the doctors will use an erectile dysfunction drug in order to manage somebody's blood pressure. They'll use a blood pressure drug in order to help somebody go to sleep. even though these drugs have not been approved for those uses, right? They're going to use them anyway because they're leaning on their clinical experience. But when a naturopathic doctor does that, that's all, that's bad and evil and completely unscientific. It is completely 100% hypocritical from their point of view, and they do it all the time and they get away with it. But nonetheless, Kathy, how old are you, please? How much do you weigh?
I'm 31 and I weigh 110.
And before this diagnosis, was anything else problematic in your life? Did you have heartburn or bad menstrual cycles or insomnia or anything else that was bothering you as you went down the road of life?
Well, I take medication for thyroid as well, low thyroid.
Low thyroid, yeah?
Yes.
Anything else?
Before that? No.
Nothing else before that. Okay. All right, very good. So, and I'm sorry, but tell me your body weight once more.
110.
110. Okay, well, you're lucky. Okay. So the first thing that you need to do, please, is go to the website and get the list of the 12 bad foods. Mm-hmm. You can watch the video that explains why these foods are bad, and you need to stop eating them immediately. Mm-hmm. Stop eating all 12 of these foods yesterday and continue to avoid them for the rest of your life. Okay, good girl. So for pulmonary hypertension, here's what I would do if I were you. Every month, I would get 1 Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. That's the name of the product. It's the Healthy Body Start Pack 2.0 liquid. Mm-hmm. I would get 1 of those. I would get 2 bottles of EFA Plus. 2 bottles of EFA Plus.
Okay.
I would get 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium. 2 bottles of Ultimate Selenium.
Okay.
And 4 bottles of a product made by a company inside of Youngevity called Good Herbs. It's a company called Good Herbs. Mm-hmm. And the product is called Respiratory Support. I would get 4 bottles of the Good Herbs Respiratory Support. And you can take that at half a teaspoon 3 times a day. Half a teaspoon 3 times a day. Now, who told you about us and Youngevity to begin with?
I just started researching myself on the internet.
So you found us all by yourself on the internet? Exactly.
So I did go ahead and start buying the Healthy Heart Brain Pack. But that's only selenium.
Yeah, no, I get it. Did you get the products on Amazon?
My husband got it, so I guess you got on the internet. I guess yes.
Yeah, there's a couple of different ways you can get it.
I think Yeah,
what we recommend is you find a Youngevity distributor and go through them, because if you work with somebody who already exists inside of Youngevity, they'll be able to hold your hand and tell you what to do. Now, because you've found me all by yourself on the internet, moving forward, what I would encourage you to do is to go to my website, scroll to the bottom of the first page, and there's a company that I support called Eiffel Health. Eiffel like the tower, Eiffel Health. Okay. If you click on that link, somebody in Youngevity, in Eiffel Health, will get in touch with you. Okay. And those people know the ropes. I mean, they know how to, they can help you figure out how to get the supplements in the most cost-effective way, and they can also tell you how to take the stuff, right? Okay. And help you to answer any questions as we go along. And this is important inside of this conversation, Kathy, because we have to help each other out, like we're a grassroots coalition of the informed. It's a group of people all around the world who are, like we're figuring all of this out together and helping each other along the way. So that's my recommendation to you. Give those supplements a run for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Take your blood pressure every day at noontime if you can. Write the numbers down and then call me back in about 4 weeks with a report and tell me how you are doing. We're finishing up the program, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, I am your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Why are you not on my website right now? Glidden.healthcare. Check it out. And I have to tell you that if I seem tall to you, it's because I am standing on the shoulders of Dr. Joel Wallach, the legend inside of the world of naturopathic medicine. More published than any other naturopathic. If you put all of the other naturopathic physicians in the world together, accumulated all of the scientific literature that they have published, Dr. Wallach, all by himself, would still eclipse that. And wouldn't you know it, we have on the line with us right now, Dr. Joel Wallach. This is a big surprise. Hey, Doc, welcome aboard. Good to hear from you.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Rambo. I can't thank you enough for all the kind words. I'm so very, very proud of you and all the great things you're doing, and want to wish you a happy birthday. I know this is your birthday, and
I guess the word got out.
Yeah, the best birthday present I can give you is to promote you to 5-star general in the Longevity Army.
I'll take it, Doc. I will take the promotion under my wing and move forward here. You know, after coming back from this weekend with you at the continuing education thing in Portland, Oregon, I mean, I'm still a little bit in a state of shock as to what these naturopathic doctors are being taught, what they understand, and what they're doing. I mean, it really is just it's a big tragedy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. The bulk of them have moved away from naturopathic medicine, and all I heard in the classes was what drugs they were prescribing, and it was just kind of an awful thing to behold. But you and I have to kind of straighten things out, and again, I can't thank you for taking up the post and doing what you're doing, because you are certainly a laser, a beacon of light out there, and you're saving millions of people because of it. And again, I'm very proud of you and all the great things you're doing. And it's an honor to be working along your side and so forth. And I can't think of anybody in naturopathic medicine who really gets it as much as you do. You really get the basic tenet that our body wants to heal itself, and our body, through epigenetics, takes the raw materials we give it through the 90 essential nutrients, and the body heals itself. The newest crops of naturopathic doctors coming along are trying to ameliorate or relieve symptoms using pharmaceuticals as opposed to giving the body what it needs to heal itself. So, as you say, it's getting to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, it's a tragedy of biblical proportions, but this is why, right? Longevity is so important, because I mean, and I've heard you say it in the past, and I didn't really understand it until this weekend. You know, you're always 10 steps ahead of me, Doc. But longevity has the ability to save the naturopathic medical profession from itself. It does. So I'm all in 100%. Moving this baby forward, educate, and, you know, just to show people what we're up to. I think the most important thing here, or for people to understand, is results. You need results, right? I don't care who you go to, whether it's the Surgeon General or a shaman in the rainforests of Brazil. You need results inside of a certain amount of time. And as far as I'm concerned, nothing produces as many noticeable, measurable, consistent results as your therapeutics rolled out by the Longevity Company, Doc. I can't thank you enough. Meeting you 6 years ago now, I think, and you know, taking you on as my mentor, it was the best thing that I have ever done clinically. Well, and I'm looking forward to another 100 years, buddy.
Yeah, you're very kind, and can't thank you enough for seeing the vision, for becoming a student of the information, and taking it out there and making it work. And so, and of course, you're adding things to it. You're adding things with your experience and your knowledge and seeing things. And so I can't thank you enough for taking us from, say, 98% to 100%, and very, very proud of you for it. And we look forward, like you say, to at least, in fact, my new motto is, Dr. Glidden, that 200 years is not enough. And so I think we do it correctly. We have to work on
200 years is not enough. Dr. Wallach in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Doc, thanks a million. Keep up the good work. More people need you than you know. Thank you very much. How about that? Couldn't ask for a better birthday present than that. I am your steadfast advocate for health. Live long and prosper. We'll see you around campus.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Sciatica, lower back pain, hip pain, poor posture. If you suffer from any of these problems, get ready to relax. Introducing an amazing product that's been in the market for over 25 years, the Sacro Wedgie. It was invented by a football coach using a common-sense osteopath technique. He created this device to help his athletes by isolating and supporting the sacrum, which is the keystone of our anatomy. This wedge-shaped bone is in the center of our hips, where a lot of pain starts. Simply relax 20 minutes daily on the amazingly simple Sacro Wedgie and let gravity do the work, helping muscles rebalance and start releasing nerves. Sit in the Sacro Wedgie at the computer or while traveling to help correct posture to finally help relieve those stubborn aches and pains for only $33.95. It's made in the USA, so click the family-owned website at sacrowedgie.com, spelled SACROWEDGY.com, or call 1-800-737-9295. That's 1-800-737-9295. Relax your back pain away with the Sacro Wedgie.
So you've got to take a state construction license exam or certification. Can't decide on what books or what chapters to study? Discover right now how you can eliminate unnecessary books and wasted study time. At contractorexam.com, our study materials zero in on state-required test topics in an effective, multiple-choice format. So whether you're a plumber, electrician, general contractor, or other construction-related trade, contractorexam.com will help get you prepared. Visit us at www.contractorexam.com today.
Earthquake, floods, winter storms, prolonged power outages, or war. Each of us have had that moment when we recognize that we need to be better prepared. We typically do the same thing. We start with food storage, then we address the need for water. But have you considered heat storage? I'm talking about staying warm in the cold. Here are some things for you to consider. How will I keep my family warm? The standard answers are firewood, coal, or propane. But the problem with that if you need to be on the move is you can't take it with you. Another concern? There may come a time when you need to stay warm without smoke, like in times of war. There may even come a time when you can't burn fuel. The answers may be simpler and less costly than you think. For these answers, go to fortressclothing.com. Again, fortressclothing.com has the answers to your heat storage dilemma. Don't get stuck in the cold. fortressclothing.com. You'll never be cold again.
As the cold and flu season approaches, Silver Lungs is ready to help you and your family through the toughest of the year by supporting your immune system and overall health. From our best-selling colloidal silver generating system to our entire line of silver-based skin gels, nasal sprays, soaps, and silver solutions. Silver solutions remain one of nature's most powerful and least expensive antibacterial agents. Now you can produce your own for pennies a day in the comfort of your home using the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. Learn more today at www.silverlungs.com.
A lot of people's lives and bodies are out of balance. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops optimize pH level and get rid of harmful waste and acid. Just a few drops in water restores vibrance and energy and gets you back in balance. Now order 2 bottles and get $10 off your order. Sign up for monthly auto shipping and save 25%. Call 800-518-7615 or visit alkavision.com. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com. By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Blockit Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockitPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockitPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockitPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
We've had an amazing year here at Supernatural Silver. We've truly enjoyed the fantastic response from thousands of people as they've tried our extraordinary product, and we're thrilled at the life-changing results people have. Our company email is continually full of happy, satisfied customers who thank us for the help they've received from Supernatural Silver. This holiday season, as you think of gifts to give your loved ones, consider giving Supernatural Silver, a gift that can help provide good health and wellness, a gift that can change lives and make a real difference. In a world where we are constantly exposed to dangerous health threats, give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance. Give Supernatural Silver. Go to supernaturalsilver.com and use the promo code HOLIDAY2015 for 20% off. And this holiday season, we wish you and yours the blessings of peace and good health from all of us here at supernaturalsilver.com.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without a Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
911, what is your emergency? There's somebody in my house. Hurry, please.
A home break-in happens every 22 seconds. Homes without a security system are up to 3 times more vulnerable to a burglary. That's why there's Simply Safe. In an emergency, our advanced wireless technology alerts police up to 10 times faster, and your connection to emergency services can't be cut because Simply Safe doesn't rely on landlines. Simply Safe costs less than half what traditional companies charge, just $14.99 a month, and there's no commitment to an annual contract. Protect your family with the highest caliber security. Go now to simplysafedefense.com and get 10% off with free shipping and a 3-year warranty. Hurry, and you'll also receive a keychain remote worth $25. Try Simply Safe for a full 60 days. You'll feel confident that your family is safe or your money back. Go to simplysafedefense.com right now. simplysafedefense.com.